Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello friends, so in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of the first week of the August month. The session will be very important and interesting. Do pay attention till the end and do take notes, right? If you are new to this channel, I'll highly suggest you all to make notes because they will be very beneficial in your preparation. So let's start. First, we are talking about which among the following are correct with respect to Semicon India conference held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. First of all, remember the first ever edition of Semicon India. Where was this held? This was held in Bangalore, Karnataka, inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, the second edition of this Semicon India, where was this held? This was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and it was inaugurated by again Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now remember, the main aim of this Semicon India is to make India a global hub for semiconductor manufacturing, and we can then also send various chips, these semiconductors, to different parts of the world, and we are promoting Gujarat state to be the manufacturing hub here, right? So the question asked here is, the Center for Development of Imaging Technology, that is CDIT, has collaborated with United Kingdom based ARM through the ARM Flexible Access for Startups program to expand semiconductor support under the Design Linked Incentive Scheme. So is it A correct? So remember, it is not CDIT, it is actually CDAC, that is your Center for Development of Advanced Computing. They have collaborated with UK based semiconductor IP company ARM, that is ARM Flexible Access program, right? And it was to expand the semiconductor support under this DLI. Right, so it is CDAC. So option A is wrongly mentioned here. Correct option here is CDAC. Then AFAS, that is your ARM Flexible Access for Startup program, will give $0 license fee access to broad portfolio of verified ARM IP tools and training to startups. So yes, it is absolutely rightly mentioned here. Then third, Center for Nanoscience and Engineering at the IISc Bangalore, Karnataka, they signed this memorandum of understanding with LAM Research India to support the skill development of engineers. So yes, option C is also correctly mentioned here, right? So this is related to your Semicon India that was held in Gujarat recently. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to Akhil Bhartiya Shiksha Samagra, an educational event held in July 2023? So if we talk about this Akhil Bhartiya Shiksha Samagra 23, this was an educational event, right? This was concluded with a resolution that was made by educational leaders to basically transform India into a vibrant knowledge society, basically to enhance the skill set to provide education to a large group of people in India. The event's address was delivered, or valedictory address was delivered by Dharmendra Pradhan, who is our education minister, and also he informed that the capacity building of teachers is a priority and around 300 institutions, including 100 from school educations, 100 from higher education, and 100 from skill, will be deployed as a center of excellence during this academic year. Also, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated this Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagra, right? This was inaugurated jointly by Ministry of Education and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, where in New Delhi. Then there was a logo for this. The logo is Jan Jan Sakshar, right? So here you can see the logo is also currently mentioned here. So we can say among these option A is correctly mentioned here and B is also correctly mentioned here. Then apart from this, remember, and a mobile application by ULLAS, this is Ullas, correct, that is understanding lifelong learning for all in society. It is a Nav Bharat Shakshastra Karyakram that was held during the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagra Samgam in 2023. That is correct. So apart from this, remember, Ministry of Education has and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, they signed 106 and MOUs with various organizations and institutions on the occasion of this ABSS. So yes, right mention is given that a total of 106 MOUs were signed here. Next, name the organization or bank that recently signed $200 million loan agreement with Government of India to expand urban services in Rajasthan. It is your Asian Development Bank, right? ADB. Asian Development Bank, they recently signed a loan agreement with Government of India, and here the loan will be $200 million. This will be helping to expand various urban services in the state of Rajasthan, right, such as your water supply, sanitation system, correct, heritage living, etc. Apart from this, this initiative will include reconstruction of water structures with heritage value, integrating nature-based solutions to enhance the climate, basically climate financing as basically to keep our climate clean, right? So it was Asian Development Bank that will be providing this $200 million loan to Government of India, and that too to which state? For the development of Rajasthan. Next, name the company that recently became the first member from India to join the Asia Transition Finance Study Group. It is your which company? It is your Power Finance Corporation Limited, right? It is a Maharatna Central Public Sector undertaking that comes under the Ministry of Power, right? And it became the first member from India to join the Asia Transition Finance Study Group. This is an initiative by Japanese Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, and it is to basically promote sustainable transition finance for Asian country, right? It is basically for promoting sustainable financing, correct, for Asian countries. And the organization that joined this group is Power Finance Corporation India Limited, right? Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the steps taken by ISRO in July 2023? If we look at option A, first of all, remember ISRO, they successfully launched PSLV C-56 rocket, right? And this was carrying 7 Singaporean satellites, correct, along with 6 co-passengers from first launch pad of Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, right? So it was PSLV C-56 that has launched 7 Singapore satellites along with 6 co-passengers. Then this marks the 58th edition of this PSLV and 17th flight of this PSLV in core alone configuration, right? And this was the 431st foreign satellite launch from India by ISRO and the 4th dedicated PSLV mission for the Singaporean government. So coming back, if we look at the options, option A is correctly mentioned here, right? That 7 Singaporean satellites. These are as primary satellite along with 6 co-passengers from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. So option A correct. Second, the commercial mission conducted by ISRO under a contract with NSIL, that is an arm of ISRO only, that is the commercial arm of ISRO for ST Engineering Singapore. So yes, it is also correctly mentioned here, option B. And the C option is the launcher placed all 7 satellites from Singapore into circular near equatorial orbit at an altitude of 535 kilometers with 5-degree orbital inclination. Is it correct? So yes, all the data mentioned in the option C is also correct, right? Next, in which state India's first online gaming academy is located? Important question. It is in Madhya Pradesh, right? India's first online gaming academy is located in Madhya Pradesh, right? And Madhya Pradesh government has seen outstanding demand for their online gaming academy, and India's first online gaming academy is stated In which state? In Madhya Pradesh, correct. And for the registration deadline for the e-sport junior championship from 27 July to 1st of August to accommodate it. This academy has 200 places, and the selection progress will distribute 80% of these to local youths, and the academy will provide training for competition and also career path in coding, tournament operations, content creation, game development, and much more. So this first online gaming academy, where is this located? It is in the state of Madhya Pradesh, and it has 200 seats for the same, and 80% will be allocated to youths here. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the MOU signed by CDOT in July? So remember, recently TRAI, that is the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, and CDOT, they recently signed Memorandum of Understanding to establish a mechanism of technical and institutional cooperation in telecommunication sector at TRAI headquarters in New Delhi. So option A is correctly mentioned here. This MOU was signed by whom? It was signed by Anil Kumar Bhardwaj, who is the Director General, and Rajiv Kumar, who is the Registrar at CDOT. So remember this also. Next thing, remember, through this MOU, TRAI Center of Studies and Research, that is TRAI Center of Studies and Research, and CDOT, they have collaborated to explore the potential of emerging technologies. So option B is also correctly mentioned here. Option C, CDOT has signed a consortium agreement with lending industry partners for collaborated development of disaggregated 5G radio access network solutions to bolster India's telecom research and development capabilities. So yes, option C is also correctly mentioned here. The industry partners include Lekha Wireless Solutions Private Limited, Singletron Systems Private Limited, Sukhata Consulting Private Limited, and Renaissance Technologies Private Limited. So coming back, option A, B, C, all these three are correctly mentioned here. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the second edition of the annual global summit, that is Semicon India Conference 2023 held in July? We just saw this, that where was this held? In Gandhinagar, Gujarat. It was the second edition, right? And theme was here, catalyzing India's semiconductor ecosystem. Next thing, Ministry of Electronics Information Technology, they included 2 more semiconductor design startups, MSMEs, namely Ahisa Digital Innovations and Caligo Technologies, under the Semiconductor Future India Design Linked Incentive Scheme. So yes, option B is also correctly mentioned here, and option A is also right here. But if we look at option C, Global Wafers Singapore company committed to invest $100 million in India over the next 3 years. So is it correct? So remember, first thing, it is Advanced Micro Devices. It is a California based company, right? It is not Global Wafers Singapore company. It is actually AMD, that is Advanced Micro Devices Incorporation. It is a California based company, and they are aiming at investing around how much? $400 million over the next, not 3 years, over the next 5 years. So option C is wrongly mentioned here, just A and B are correct. Next, name the country that recently signed a memorandum of understanding with India for cooperation in the agriculture sector. It is Moldova, right? Moldova and Indian government, they together signed this MOU. Here they will be working towards agriculture sector, where we will be seeing various increase in the trade sector in the agriculture commodities. Then we will be sharing technologies with each other country so that we can enhance the output of farmers in the agriculture sector, correct? And here we will be working on various technologies also, various startups also, various techniques also, that how can we increase the production in the agriculture sector, right? And technology sharing here will be one of the major part of this memorandum of understanding, and it was with India and Eastern European country Moldova. Next, name the company that recently introduced 2 new cutting edge payment devices, that is the Pocket Soundbox and the Music Soundbox. So Pocket Soundbox and your Music Soundbox, they too were launched by Paytm. Paytm, it is owned by 197 Communication Limited, correct? And this Paytm Pocket Soundbox and Paytm Music Soundbox, they are the 2 devices. They are equipped with 4G technology, and they have recently launched for the merchants, right? They will be providing the sound once the payment is done, so that the merchant does not have to check it again and again. And if we talk about this Paytm Pocket Soundbox, it is a first of its kind, made in India portable device, and it is a small as a debit card, and it will help the merchants with instant audio payment alerts. Then if we talk about music soundbox, this is a unique device that will allow the merchants to play music from their mobile phones via Bluetooth, and it will serve as both as a speaker as well as a payment notification and a Bluetooth music player. Correct? It was launched by Paytm. Remember this. Next, which regulatory body of Government of India recently released a circular stating that the market infrastructure institutions should set up a common online dispute resolution portal? It is SEBI, right? SEBI released a circular recently that MIIs, that is your market infrastructure institutions, such as your stockbrokers, depositors, clearing corporations, they should come up with a common online dispute resolution portals that will help the individual investors, listed companies, designated intermediaries and various other regulated entities to resolve the disputes in hand. Correct? Here market participants such as all listed companies should enroll in this particular portal, that is your online dispute resolution portal, and should be a common online dispute resolution portal for all these entities. Essential features should be provided here to facilitate the registration of investors and market participants, the submission of complaints, uploading of relevant documents, papers related to the dispute. Right? So this will make it easy for all the disputes to be resolved through this online portal itself. Right? And it is a portal, that means it will be a website. Next, England cricketer Dash announced his retirement from all the forms of cricket, while Moeen Ali has confirmed his Test cricket retirement after the end of Ashes Test series. So remember Stuart Broad, right? Stuart Christopher John Broad. He is an England cricket player and he has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. Correct? And Moeen Ali, he has also announced retirement from the Test cricket after the end of the Ashes. Next is V. Purushottam, the former governor of Mizoram, has recently, and Dash of Andaman and Nicobar passed away recently. So remember the former lieutenant governor of and governor. See, lieutenant governor is for union territories, right? And governor is for states. So former governor of Mizoram and lieutenant governor of Andaman and Nicobar Island, as well as he was the former governor of Tripura, who recently passed away, right? He passed away at the age of 95 in Trivandrum, Kerala, and he was the longest serving speaker of the Kerala Assembly from 1982 till 1984 and again from 2001 to 2004. Right? He was elected to Lok Sabha twice in 1984 till 1989 and from 1989 till 1991. And he has served as the 6th Lieutenant Governor of Andaman and Nicobar Islands from 1993 till 1996 and Governor of Tripura for 2 months in 2014. And this is asked that he was the Governor of Mizoram and Tripura, as well as he was the Lieutenant Governor of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Next, who has been recently given the additional charge of the Department of Telecommunication? He will be Apurva Chandra, right? So remember, Apurva Chandra has been given the additional charge of the Department of Telecommunications, correct? And question asked can be here is that Mr. Chandra has been INB secretary in since August 2021, before which he was with the Ministry of Labour, Employment and Defence, and now he has been given the additional charge of the Department of Telecommunication. This appointment will stand until a permanent successor to Mr. Rajan is named. Right? Next is which among the following are correct with respect to the GI, that is Geographical Indication tax granted by the Geographical Indications Registry as of August 2023. So if we look at the option A, GI registry under the Department of Industry Promotions and Internal Trade that comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has granted GI tax for 7 new products from 3 states, that is 4 from Rajasthan, 2 from Goa and 1 from UP. So this is correctly mentioned here, right? Then 3 new products for Tamil Nadu that were named Tirunelveli's Chedibutta Sari, right? Chedibutta Sari and Kanyakumari's Mati Banana and Trivunamalai's Jaderi Namakati were also given the GI tag status. So if I pronounced all the names correct, let me pronounce them again. Tirunelveli's Chedibutta Sari, Kanyakumari's Mati Banana and Trivunamalai's Jaderi Namakati. They were given GI tags from Tamil Nadu state. So correctly all these products are rightly mentioned here. Then remember Tamil Nadu has now become the state with the maximum GI tags, that is 58 GI tags. Correct? And here it is mentioned that with the addition of these three new products, Tamil Nadu has become second state with 68 GI tags. No, Tamil Nadu has become the first state in India with 58 GI tags. That is the highest GI tag so far. So option C is wrongly mentioned here. Then on top it is Tamil Nadu with 58. Then on second it is UP with 51, followed by Karnataka on third with 48, and Kerala on fourth with 36. Right? So this question can definitely be asked, that which is the state with maximum number of GI tags? It is Tamil Nadu, that is 58. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Pune, Maharashtra? So here remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi conferred the Lokmanya Tilak National Award 2023 by the Tilak Samarak Mandir Trust, right? So correct option. Then he flagged off Pune metro trains and inaugurated and laid the foundation stones for various development projects also. Then remember, it comes with the moment. This particular Lokmanya Tilak National Award, it comes with the memento, citation and cash reward of up to 1 lakh rupees. And this 1 lakh rupees, he decided that he will donate the award money of 1 lakh rupees to the National Mission for Clean Ganga. Now this question can be asked, that the amount of money or 1 lakh rupees that was received by him, that was the prize money that was received by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the Lokmanya Tilak National Award ceremony that was awarded to him, or during that ceremony, correct? And with this money, what he will do, he will be donating this money to National Mission for Clean Ganga. So option A is correctly mentioned here. Second, he flagged off metro trains, which marks the inauguration of services on completed sections of the 2 corridors of Pune Metro Phase 1, which runs from Fogwadi Station to Civil Court Station and from Garware College Station to Ruby Hall Clinic Station. So yes, option B is correctly mentioned here. Then after this, remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi handed over 1280 houses that were constructed by PCMC under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana to the individual people for whom these houses were constructed. Correct? So the amount of houses also correctly mentioned here. So all the option A, B, C are right. Next, according to WHO report on global tobacco epidemic 23, that is protect people from tobacco smoke, this report was released in June and it stated around 5.6 billion people are protected with at least one best practice of tobacco control measures. That means these many people are protected with various schemes that has been launched by WHO in order to reduce the use of tobacco among people. Right? This 5.6 billion that accounts for almost 71% of the world population, that is 7 in every 10 individual. They are protected with at least one of the best practices of tobacco control measures that has been launched by various organizations. Correct? And this number is 5 times since 2007. Correct? The report also showcased 2 new countries, that is Mauritius and Netherlands. They have achieved the best level in M-Power measures. Correct? And this M-Power measure is this only, that is in order to protect the people from the use of tobacco. Also remember, Mauritius became the first African country to fully implement the M-Power measures, and it recorded a decline of almost 25% among the citizens between 1992 till 2021. Right? So 5.6 billion people, that is 71% of the global population, are protected from various schemes, and that does not allow them to use tobacco. Next, name the fintech company that recently collaborated with National Payment Corporation of India to introduce RuPay credit card based UPI payments. So which company? It is your Cred, right? Cred is a platform that you can see that is used for payment of various credit card payments, right? You can go and pay for your credit card bills through the Cred. It is a very good platform. Correct? Recently, it was Cred that has collaborated with National Payment Corporation of India so that they can introduce RuPay credit card based UPI payment interface. Correct? Here multiple payment options for UPI will now be available on Cred members, such as your RuPay credit card, peer-to-peer, that is P2P, then scan and pay option. Correct? Will be available for online merchants. And remember, Cred application, it is the 4th most preferred UPI application in India. Right? Next, name the personality who recently elected as the chairperson of the Microfinance Industry Network, that is MFIN. Remember, Uday Kumar Heber. Uday Kumar Heber has been elected as the chairperson, and Manoj Kumar Namber. And Manoj Kumar Namber has been elected as the vice chairperson of MFIN, that is Microfinance Industry Network. So Uday Kumar Heber, he will be the chairperson, and who will be the vice chairperson? Manoj Kumar Nember. Then if we talk about Uday Kumar Heber, he will be the chairman, right? He will be replacing whom, or he will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Devesh Sachdeva, right? And remember, Heber, currently he is the managing director of Credit Access Gramin Limited. And if we talk about Manoj Kumar Nember, who will be the vice chairperson, he will be taking the position from Vivek Tiwari. Vivek Tiwari. Next, when was the World FinTech Day 2023 observed across the globe? It is on 1st of August 2023 every year that we observe, or 1st of August every year we celebrate this World FinTech Day, right? This year, August 1st marks the, or 1st of August, it marks the death anniversary of Cosimo de Medici in 1464. Right? And Medici, he was a 15th century Italian politician and banker who established Medici Bank and has influenced the present day banking system. Right? So, to recognize the financial technology and transformative impact of this technology on the global financial industry, we observe this World FinTech Day, and FinTech stands for Finance plus Technology. Correct? So, on 1st of August, we observe this World FinTech Day. Next is, which company has recently launched the income tax payment feature on their application to enable taxpayers to pay from their application? It is PhonePe. Right now you will be able to pay your income tax through PhonePe itself, right? This facility or this application, this feature on their application was launched by PhonePe for allowing the taxpayers such as the individuals and businessmen to pay the advanced tax as well as self-assessment tax directly within the PhonePe application. Correct? And users can now pay taxes with the help of credit card, right? Or over UPI. Correct? So both with credit card and UPI, you will be able to pay for your taxes using PhonePe application. Right? Now users can pay taxes by tapping on this income tax icon that is in PhonePe homepage. Right? Here you have to submit your details. First of all, that is your PAN card, your Aadhaar card, and all the KYC document. And after that, you will be able to pay for your tax. Next, which among the following countries is set to host the second edition of International Hockey Federation Nations Cup in 2024? It is two countries, that is your Spain and Poland, right? So both 2 and 3 is correct option here. These two countries are hosting the second edition of FIH Hockey Nations Cup that will be held in 2024. So Spain and Poland. Next, in July, IMD, India Meteorological Department, launched the heat index on an experimental basis. Which color code is used for the experimental heat index greater than 55 degrees Celsius? So it is your red. When the temperature is greater than 55 degrees Celsius, then to signify this rise in temperature or signify this temperature, red color is used to signify that particular area, or color code that is used here is red. This heat index measures how hot it feels considering both the air temperature and relative humidity. The main aim of this index is to provide information on the effect of humidity on high temperatures. Then there are various colors, right? That is, there is green, then yellow, orange, and red. Green, it is less than 35 degrees Celsius, right? Then yellow, it is for 36 to 45 degrees Celsius. Orange is from 46 to 55 degrees Celsius, and for greater than 55 degrees Celsius, it is your red color. And this heat index was released by IMD. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to steps taken by Ministry of Home Affairs in August 2023? Option A, Ministry of Home Affairs introduced new Ayush visa for foreign nationals for treatment under Ayushman system, Ayush system and India systems of medicine. So yes, option A is correct, that it was MHA who has introduced this new Ayush visa for foreign nationals. They can come and have the treatment under these Ayush category, correct, in various sectors here. And Ayush is for Ayurveda, Yoga, Neuropathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy, correct. So these foreigners can come into India under this Ayush visa for various treatment under this Ayurvedic sector, right? Option A is correct. Then B, With this, a new chapter, that is chapter 11A, Ayush visa, has been incorporated after chapter 11, medical visa of the visa manual. So yes, chapter 11A has been included, and from A you can remember for Ayush visa. Then this chapter 11A deals with the treatment under the Indian systems of medicines, and accordingly necessary amendments have been made in various chapters of the visa manual of 2019. So yes, option C is also correct here. The next thing, remember, Ayush based healthcare and wellness economy in India, it is expected to grow to $70 billion by the year 2025. Right? Next, which among the following are correct with respect to steps taken by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare in August 2023? Under this, remember, Dr. Mansukh Mandviya, who is our Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, he has mandated all the drug makers and the pharma companies whose annual turnover is more than 250 crore rupees to adopt good manufacturing practices within 3 months, that will be starting from 1st of September 2023. Correct? Next thing, remember, companies with a turnover of less than 1 crore can complete the process within 1 year. Absolutely right. For this, adopting these good manufacturing practices. Then third option is the adoption will be made by implementing the revised Schedule M of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act of 1940. So yes, option C is also correct here, right? But if we look at option A here, mark this, it will be not within 3 months. This is the correction here. It will be within from 6 months, and it will be starting from 1st of August. Right, so do correct this. It is not 1st September. So option A is wrongly mentioned here. So the answer is correct, that Mansukh Mandviya mandated all these MSMEs of drug makers and pharma companies who is having a turnover of 250 plus crore annually, they should adopt these good manufacturing practices within 6 months, that will be starting from 1st of August 2023. Correct? Next is RBI. RBI sanctioned a scheme of amalgamation of the Dash Cooperative Bank with Rajdhani Cooperative Urban Bank. So remember, it was RBI. They have sanctioned the amalgamation of Nirman Cooperative Bank. Correct? Nirman Cooperative Bank with Rajdhani Cooperative Urban Bank. Right? This amalgamation is effective from 3rd August 2023. Here, Nirman Cooperative Urban Bank, that is a Hyderabad, Telangana based bank, will now be amalgamated with Rajdhani Cooperative Urban Bank, that is also from Hyderabad, Telangana. Correct? Next, name the bank that recently partnered with Kiwi to launch credit on UPI payment or UPI on RuPay credit cards. I repeat, which bank has recently partnered with Kiwi to launch credit on UPI on RuPay credit card? So which is the bank? It is your Axis Bank. Correct? Axis Bank, it is the 3rd largest private sector bank, and they, in collaboration with NPCI, they have partnered with them for the first time with Kiwi to revolutionize the credit on UPI to launch this Axis Kiwi virtual credit card, right, that will offer credit card rewards along with the convenience of UPI's fast and secure payment. This functionality will enable the users to conduct merchant payments within the Kiwi application using their credit card through UPI. The partnership will offer a complete credit on UPI platform on the RuPay network. Remember this, it will be on the RuPay network. Next thing, which among the following are correct with respect to the steps taken by SIDBI in August 2023, that is Small Industries Development Bank of India. So we'll look at the options. Remember, SIDBI, they partnered with Center for Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship, that is CII.co. Correct? That is IIM Gujarat based startup incubator and investor platform. And so is it correct? So is the option marked here right? So it was SIDBI that partnered with CII.co, that is IIM Ahmedabad Gujarat based startup incubator and investor, and it was to set up a SIDBI accelerator fund. So yes, option A is correct here. The main objective of this accelerator fund is to provide support and seed investment to early stage startups. Then the collaboration is a part of SIDBI's India of Tomorrow initiative that is helping and developing the startup ecosystem in India. So option A is correctly mentioned here. Then second, SIDBI and IIMA's CII.E.co, they jointly established the fund with a total corpus of 40 crore rupees. So yes, it is rightly mentioned here, 40 crore rupees, and where SIDBI is contributing 20 crore to the fund and CII.co is contributing rest 20 crore rupees. So yes, option B is rightly mentioned here. C. SIDBI has participated as an anchor investor in the Promising Lenders Fund managed by Vivriti Asset Management Private Limited with an aggregate target of 700 crore rupees in 2 tranches. So yes, 2 tranches will be provided, and this SIDBI participated as an anchor investor in this PLF that will be managed by Vivriti Asset Management Private Limited, and it is a Chennai, Tamil Nadu based Vivriti Group. So option C is also correctly mentioned here. Next, name the company that recently handed over the first radio frequency seeker of the Akash next generation missile to DRDO. Right? So, which is the company that handed the first radio frequency seeker Akash next generation missile? It was developed and delivered by Bharat Dynamics Limited, correct? And it was delivered to DRDO. I repeat, Bharat Dynamics Limited handed over the first radio frequency seeker Akash next generation missile to DRDO. Correct? So, it is your Bharat Dynamics Limited. Option C, BDL. Then remember, this is used in terminal phase of surface to air missiles as well as air to air missiles for target tracking. Then if we talk about this Akash NG, that is Akash new generation missile, it is a short range missile. It is a surface to air missile system that is developed by DRDO, and it has a range of up to 4.5 to 25 kilometers, and it can travel up to 2.5 times the speed of sound, that is 2.5 Mach. Next, when was the Earth Overshoot Day observed across the globe? Earth Overshoot Day observed across the globe on 2nd of August 2023. Right, this EOD, it marks the date when humanity's demand for ecological resources and service in a given year exceeds what Earth can regenerate in that particular year. Say for example, Earth can regenerate 100%, right? But we are using 150% of the resources that are available. That means there is a gap of the regeneration of the resources by Earth, and humans are excessively using the resources that are provided by Earth. So remember, this Earth Overshoot Day is basically observed across the globe on 2nd of August, and this is basically that showcases that humans are using excessive of the resources what Earth is regenerating in a particular year. Next, Ministry of Electronics and IT extended the date for accepting applications under PLI scheme 2.0 for IT hardware till dash. So it has extended the date till 30th of August 2023, right? PLI scheme 2.4, it is for IT hardware, and it was notified within a budgetary outlet of 17,000 crore rupees. The scheme is aimed at providing and deepening the IT hardware manufacturing ecosystem in the country, right? As we saw, Semicon India, we saw that it was basically manufacture semiconductors in India. So it is a part of a IT hardware only, correct? Then the application window for receiving applications under this PLI scheme 2.0 for IT hardware, it has been extended till 30th of August 2023, and it was extended by which ministry? By Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology, right? Next, so right option here is 30 August. Next, name the personality who recently appointed as the member in the board of IFSCA. So Pramod Rao, right? Pramod Rao, he is the executive director of SEBI as a member of board of IFSCA, right? I repeat, who has been appointed? Pramod Rao, who is the executive director of SEBI, has been appointed as a member in the board of IFSCA. He will replace whom? Pramod Rao will be replacing Sujit Prasad, right? He is the executive director of SEBI who was appointed as a member in IFSCA in July 2020, right? And it may be recalled that Rao took charge as the SEBI executive on July 15, 2022, and now who has been appointed as the member in the board of IFSCA? He will be Pramod Rao. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to steps taken by Ministry of Education in August? If we look at the option, remember Ministry of Education, who is our Minister of Education here? Dharmendra Pradhan ji, right? Dharmendra Pradhan ji along with Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, that is Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is our External Affairs Minister, he has jointly launched SII portal. What is this SII portal? That is Study in India portal. This is a one-stop solution for all the international students registration and visa application processes. I repeat, this SII portal is a one-stop solution for all the international students registration and their visa application process. This was launched by whom? This was jointly launched by Dharmendra Pradhan and Dr. S. Jaishankar. So option A is correct. The next thing, remember, this was launched during an event in New Delhi, and this portal is guided by NEP, that is National Education Policy. Correct. And also Ministry of Education, they selected OCI, that is your Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, to maintain this particular platform, as well as Diksha platform. What is this Diksha platform? Diksha stands for Digital Infrastructure for Knowledge Sharing, right? Even let me tell you, this Diksha platform is being used to train teachers globally. Even the government teachers are being provided with various certifications and with various courses on this Diksha portal, right? This will help basically to train teachers and make them more efficient, right? So coming back, it is your Diksha portal, that stands for Digital Infrastructure for Knowledge Sharing, and Ministry of Education selected this OCI, that is Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, to modernize the National Education Technology Platform Diksha. So option C is also correct. If we look at option B, the Study in India portal is an integrated one-stop solution for international student registration and visa application that will be guided by NEP. So yes, we just saw this. Option B is also correct. So all you need to remember here, this Ministry of Education or Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan and our External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has jointly launched this Study in India portal, and the aim here is to provide a one-stop solution to all the international students for registration and their visa applications. Next, which among the following is incorrect with respect to status of CPSEs as of August 2023? We have to tell which among the following is incorrect. So all these options are correct except option C, because in option C, remember, Oil India Limited will be the 5th Maharatna company among CPSEs, and OVL will be the 12th Navratna among the CPSEs. So remember, let me correct here. Oil India Limited, it will be the 13th Maharatna company among CPSEs, and OVL, this is your ONGC Videsh Limited, it will be your 14th Navratna company. So this is important and you need to remember. 13 Maharatna will be oil, and ONGC Videsh Limited will be the 14th Navratna company. Correct? Next, which among the following are correct with respect to 69th edition of Fortune Global 500 list of 2023? If we look at the option, here we have to tell which among the following is correct. So Walmart has topped the list for the 10th consecutive year, followed by Saudi Aramco and State Grid in the 2nd and 3rd position respectively in the Fortune Global 500 list. That is the 69th edition of this 500 Fortune Global list. So yes, it is correct that for the 10th consecutive year, Walmart has topped here, followed by Saudi Aramco on 2nd and State Grid on the 3rd position. Right? State Grid, it is a China company, remember that. Correct? Then option 2, 10 Indian companies are featured in this list, and Adani Group secured 78th rank in the Fortune Global 500 list. So remember, how many Indian companies are listed here? 8 Indian companies, not 10, first thing. 8 Indian companies are listed here. And what is the rank of Adani Group in this list? So remember, Adani here, we are not talking about Adani. Remember, it is your Reliance Industries Limited that ranked 88 in this position, right? Reliance Industries Limited ranked 88th position in this particular list, right? So remember this, it is not 78, it is 88 and of Reliance Industries Limited. And 8 companies from India are listed into this Fortune Global 500 list that was topped by Walmart. So option B is wrongly mentioned here. Let's come to C. Saudi Aramco of Saudi Arabia, UAE, ranked 2nd in the Fortune Global list and emerged as the most profitable company ever on the list, earning 159 billion in the financial year 2022. So yes, option C is also correctly mentioned here.
Next, name the bank that recently partnered with Tiger Fintech Private Limited to launch a co-branded credit card that will be powered by Visa. It is IndusInd Bank, right? They, along with Tiger Fintech Private Limited, they together launched a co-branded credit card that will be powered by Visa, right? And remember, this card will offer magnificent reward program that where customers can earn up to 6x accelerated awards. Cardholders will also be able to convert their reward points to air miles and enjoy a discounted foreign currency markup of up to 1.5%, which can lead to considerable savings on their international expenses. Next, in August, SEBI allowed offer for sale for units of private listed infrastructure investment trust, that is InvITs, through stock exchange mechanism in exercise of power conferred under the section 11(1) of 1992 of SEBI Act. Right? So correct option here is option 3. This OFS mechanism is allowed for the sale of units of both REITs, that is real estate investment trusts, as well as InvITs, that is infrastructure investment trust, right, by their respective sponsors or sponsor group entities. Now it has been decided to modify the framework that will allow offer for sale for units of private listed InvITs. Next, ACC has approved 1-year extension for Cabinet Secretary Dash, who became the longest serving Cabinet Secretary in India. So remember, recently ACC has granted 1-year extension for the Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba, right, by making him the longest serving Cabinet Secretary in India, and this is his 3rd extension so far. So right option here is option C, Rajiv Gauba. Next is your Society Generali has recently bought shares of Dash Bank for 382 crore rupees through open market transactions. So I repeat, it is your Bandhan Bank, right? Europe-based financial service group Society Generali, they bought the share of Kolkata-based, this is a Kolkata-based bank, Bandhan Bank, for 382 crore rupees through open market transactions. According to this bulk deal with BSE and NSE, Society General has acquired a total of 1.74 equity shares or 1.08% stake in Bandhan Bank, with 89.23 lakh shares were bought in NSE and 85.52 lakh shares were bought from BSE. Correct? So right option here is Bandhan Bank. And for this 382 crore rupees, they acquired 1.08% stake in Bandhan Bank. Next, which country has recently delivered the air launch Spike non-line of sight anti-tank guided missile to Indian Air Force? It is your Israel, right? Recently, Indian Air Force, they received air-launched Spike non-line of sight, that is NLOS, anti-tank guided missile from Israel. They can hit a target of up to 50 kilometers from helicopter and 32 kilometers from the ground, right? That is, from the air, they can have a range of up to 50 kilometers and from the ground, 32 kilometers, right? These NLOS, these non-line of sight anti-tank guided missiles, they will be integrated with the fleet of Russian origin Mi-17V5 helicopters that are manufactured by Kazan Helicopters. Correct? So it was Israel that delivered this NLOS anti-tank guided missile to Indian Air Force. Next, in August, India's indigenous energy anti-tank guided missile and the variant of Helena, that is helicopter launched energy weapon system Dhruvastra, are said to be inducted into the Indian Army and Indian Air Force. So remember, India's indigenous energy anti-tank guided missile and the variant of Helena weapon system Dhruvastra, they are said to be inducted into the Indian Army and Indian Air Force. See, we are talking about anti-tank guided missile, right? And Helena, what does this mean? Helicopter launched NAG. That means this Dhruvastra is a version of this NAG anti-tank guided missiles that will be equipped in these helicopters, right? So from this helicopter, when we are launching these NAG anti-tank guided missile, that is termed Helena, and the system that will be incorporated here will be known as Dhruvastra. And this Dhruvastra is said to be inducted into Indian Air Force and Indian Army. Now the question asked here is that which company manufactures this NAG anti-tank guided missile and Helena's Dhruvastra missile? So they are being developed by whom? Bharat Dynamics Limited, right? Both Helena and NAG anti-tank guided missile, they are developed by DRDO and manufactured by whom? Manufactured by Bharat Dynamics Limited. Next, according to the data released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, India's wholesale price index based inflation remained a negative territory for the third consecutive month in June, falling to a nearly 8-year low of dash percent from 3.48% in May 2023. So it was a nearly 8-month low of minus 4.12% from minus 3.48% in the month of May, right? And remember, this WPI index, wholesale price index, it is a inflation based index, correct? It remained in the negative territory for third consecutive month in June, falling to a 8-year low of minus 4.212%. And this is the effect of the fall in prices of mineral oils, food products, basic metals, textile and crude petroleum and natural gases. Also remember, deflation. This is a term we are seeing heavily in China, that there is a deflation going on in China. This deflation means that the prices of commodities start falling gradually, right? They are falling at a very high pace, the products prices, right? And this in terms we will be thinking that this is a very good thing that prices are falling, right? Because it will be good for the consumers. But no, if we consider it in a long term and as a whole for the country, it is not a very good situation, and it is even considered bad than that of recession, correct? So coming back, option 2 is rightly mentioned here. Next, International Union for Conservation of Nature Species Survival Commission has recently signed a MOU with Wildlife Trust of India to set up first ever regional center for species survival in India, and this will be the 10th CSS, that is Center for Species Survival in the world, and first in South Asia and the first ever in India, correct? So it is your IUCN Species Survival Commission. They recently signed this MOU with WTI, that is Wildlife Trust of India, and they will be setting the first regional center for species survival in India, and it will be the 10th in the world and the first ever in South Asia and first ever in India, right? This MOU will enhance conservation efforts by wildlife experts and specialist group by safeguarding the rich biodiversity in India. Next, NHA, National Health Authority, extended their digital health incentive schemes under Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission till dash. So National Health Authority, they have extended the digital health incentive scheme under the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission till 31st of December 2023. So right option here becomes option 5, correct? If we talk about this DHIS, that is Digital Health Incentive Scheme, this was launched on 1st of January 2023, right? And here DHIS offers incentives of up to 4 crore rupees to various hospitals, diagnostic labs, right? And this will be basically helping them to grow further and providing facilities, multiple facilities to the people of India, correct? So this DHIS, or we can say NHA, has extended this DHIS, that is Digital Health Incentive Schemes, under Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission till 31st of December, and under this 4 crore rupees of incentives will be provided. Next, which organization recently collaborated with PNGRB, that is Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board, to develop a roadmap for hydrogen transmission in natural gas pipelines and city gas distribution networks? So, which is the organization that has collaborated with Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board? It is your World Bank, correct? Here the study was released, which is expected to be completed within 60 days, where we will be mapping the demand and supply of hydrogen, commercial assessment of the pipeline sector, and framing a roadmap milestone till 2040 for the expedient implementation of the hydrogen blending in India, right? So right option here is World Bank. Next, University Grant Commission UGC constituted an expert committee to dash. So remember, UGC recently constituted an expert committee to review their regulations and guidelines concerning the anti-discrimination in higher educational institutions, right? For anti-discrimination in higher education institutes, UGC recently constituted an expert committee, and this expert committee will be reviewing various concerns against the discrimination that is going on in higher education institutes for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBCs, persons with disabilities and other minority groups, right? And the committee was formed as per the direction given by Supreme Court, correct? So option 2 is rightly mentioned here. Next, which country recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Indian Embassy to undertake 4 high impact community development projects? It is Nepal, right? Remember, it is Indian Embassy in Kathmandu. They signed 4 MOUs for the development of high impact community development projects in Nepal, and this will be under the grant assistance given by the government of India, and a total of 170 million Nepalese rupees are expected to be spent on these 4 projects. Right here we are talking about a school that will be developed here, or various schools that will be developed here under this project. Then water supply and sanitation facility will be enhanced, and better education facility will be provided to the local community of Nepal. Right, so 4 high impact community development projects will be developed in Nepal from the assistance provided by India. Next, in August, England's T20 International World Cup 2023 winner Dash announced his retirement from international cricket. So Alexander Daniel Hales, right, he is England's T20 International World Cup winner who has announced his retirement from international cricket. He plays for England. He is related to which sport? He is related to cricket, and that's the most information that you need to remember, right? And also remember, he was the second highest individual ODI scorer for England. Next, which Indian Institute of Technology, that which IIT along with Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology has recently organized the Digital India RISC-V Symposium on Future of Electronics in India through RISC-V pathway. So which is it? It is your IIT Madras, correct? IIT Madras along with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, they recently together jointly organized the Digital India RISC-V Symposium on Future of Electronics in India through RISC-V pathway, correct? And it was held on 6th of August. This symposium basically featured the insightful tech talks by esteemed academicians and industry experts. This symposium was organized by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology under the Government of India, IIT Madras and IITM Paravartak Technologies Foundation. So these are the organizations, but important one you need to remember here, IIT Madras along with Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology, who organized this symposium on future of electronics in India through RISC-V pathway. Next, India handed over a check of 450 million rupees to Sri Lanka for supporting Sri Lankan unique digital identity project, right? For Sri Lanka's unique digital identity project, India contributed 450 million rupees, correct? So option 2 is correct here. This will help to develop Sri Lanka's digital infrastructure and will help to promote growth in various sectors. The project supported by Indian government is seen as a significant milestone in Sri Lanka's pathway to economic recovery. Also, with this move, Sri Lanka is paving a way for more technologically advanced future. The initiative comes under the objective of India, that is neighborhood first policy. Next, in which city Union Minister of Home Affairs and Cooperation Amit Shah has recently launched a digital portal of the Central Registrar of Cooperative Societies Office. So it is in Pune, Maharashtra. I repeat, recently Amit Shah has inaugurated a digital portal of the Central Registrar of Cooperative Societies that will be in Pune, Maharashtra. And this is in line with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of Sahakar Se Samriddhi. Right? This is basically strengthening the cooperative movement in India and to enhance the performance, productivity and profitability of the cooperative societies. So it was launched in Pune, Maharashtra by Amit Shah, and it is a digital portal of CRCS office. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for the redevelopment of how many railway stations covering 27 states and UTs under Amrit Bharat station scheme at a cost of more than dash. So remember, recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for the redevelopment of 508 railway stations that will be covering 27 states and union territories, and for this he allocated 24,470 crore rupees. Correct? And this was under Amrit Bharat station scheme. So right option here becomes option 5. Then remember, under this 55 railway stations from UP and Rajasthan will be redeveloped, 49 from Bihar, 44 from Maharashtra. These are the top 4 states you can remember. Next, name the personality who recently appointed as the chairman of Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. So Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, he has been recently appointed as the chairman of the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. This CBIC, right? CBIC, this is an apex body or apex policy making body for indirect taxes. And here Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, he will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Vivek Johri, right? Then remember, prior to appointment, Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, he was serving as the CBIC member, correct, from March 2021 to August 4, right? And now Surjit Bhujabal, he has been appointed as the member of CBIC, correct, as now, because Sanjay Kumar Agarwal will be succeeding to the post of the chairman of CBIC. So that position will be empty and Surjit Bhujabal will be taking this position. Next, which company recently received the Indian Mini Satellite 1 bus technology from ISRO's commercial arm NSIL? So it is your Alpha Design Technologies Private Limited. This is the name of the company that will be receiving India's Mini Satellite 1 bus technology from NSIL, that is a commercial arm of ISRO. And this technology transfer has been formally handed over. Reason? Because this will promote technological advancement, right? This will promote interest among the various startups so that they can also take part in the journey or in the space journey, right? So this was a transfer of this technology through interest exploratory note, and it was done so that more and more technological advancements can be done and new startups and new technologies can be implemented in the space journey. And this was your Indian Mini Satellite 1 bus technology that was handed over to Alpha Design Technologies Private Limited by NSIL, that is the commercial arm of ISRO. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to 52nd edition of Hyundai World Archery Championship held in Berlin, Germany in August 2023? We will look at the options here. India won the gold medal for the first time in the World Archery Championship and topped the medal tally with 4 medals, that is 3 gold and 1 bronze, during the 52nd edition of this World Archery Championship. So yes, option A is correctly mentioned here. 4 medals and India topped here in this medal tally. Second, Indian women's compound team of Jyoti Surekha Venom and Aditi Swami and Parneet Kaur has won the gold medal, beating Mexico in the final. So yes, B is also correctly mentioned. C, Aditi Gopichand Swami became the youngest archer to win an individual event at the Senior World Championship by winning the gold medal in the women's compound event. So yes, option C is also correctly mentioned here, right? And this marks India's first ever gold medal in the World Archery Championship. Aditi Gopichand Swami, right? As she is the youngest archer, she is just 17 years of age. Correct. Next, China's Wang Hongyang won the men's single title by defeating HS Pranoy. In the Sathio Group Australian Open that was held in Sydney. Correct. So who won the men's single title? So China's Wang Hongyang won the Australian Open 2023 in the men's single title, and he defeated whom? He defeated HS Pranoy. So he was a runner-up here. And Wang Hongyang, he is from China, right? So option 1. Next, when was Hiroshima Day observed? Hiroshima Day was observed on 6th of August, right? And it was because of the first nuclear attack that took place on Hiroshima, Japan in 1945. And this year, 2023, it marks the 78th anniversary of Hiroshima bombing, right? What is the name of the bomb that was dropped here? Little Boy. Correct. Next is, what is the theme of the 9th National Handloom Day 2023 observed across India on 7th of August? So the theme that you need to remember here is Handloom for Sustainable Fashion. This is the theme of the National Handloom Day observed on 7th of August. This day is celebrated to commemorate the Swadeshi movement, right? Swadeshi movement that was launched in the year 1905. Correct. And the theme here is Handloom for Sustainable Fashion. And remember, this year in 2023, it was the 9th edition of the National Handloom Day we saw. Correct. The first ever National Handloom Day was observed or inaugurated in 2015, and it was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Next, remember who has been appointed as the President of Basketball Federation of India. He will be Adhav Arjuna, right? And next question, remember, name the personality from India who recently received the Best Director Award at British National Awards for What's Love Got to Do With It. He was Shekhar Kapoor, right? So friends, these are your important current affairs for the first week of August month. I hope the session was up to the mark and you have learned multiple things. If you find the session to be interesting and helpful to you, do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. This will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.